Hi there. I am glad today on behalf of CANSEE'S Canadian-Serbian Business Association to greet you all. And more than ever, our longtime contact, an expert, a Canadian expert, Mr. Michael Doggett, who was here in Serbia, in Belgrade in March 2015, when we got to meet him and when the Canadian Embassy, in cooperation with the CANSEE'S and the Serbian Chamber of Commerce, organized a workshop on the topic of enabling mining legislation in the Chamber's Conference Center, where we had a lot of guests. And Michael was able to present on the topic, finding the balance, government policies and attracting foreign investor in the mining sector. Basically, we've talked at that time a lot about royalty fees and how they influence, like for all the investments. So I just would like to welcome Michael, who is today with us from Canada, Halifax, and to wish him ask him a few questions. Thank you, Michael. Welcome.
Yes, thank you, Mariana. It's a pleasure as always, and to send a welcome to all the CANSEE'S members that are a part of this program and that will be part of your PDAC virtual appearance as well. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a mineral economics consultant based in Vancouver. Long history with academia, worked on many different aspects of the industry, but primarily focused on the economic side of exploration, including royalties and streaming arrangements and some tax policy as well.
Great, thank you so much. Do you mind sharing with us the global benefits and importance of PDAC, such a large convention that's been going on for like over 80 years? And knowing that you were for the 6 years director on the board of PDAC. Thank you.
Yes, I guess my first year at PDAC in Toronto was as a student in 1984. And like many of my colleagues, I suspect this will be the first year in the past 35 years that I have not actually gone to Toronto for the conference. I have had some inside knowledge, as you mentioned, from being on the board of PDAC, and I've seen PDAC evolve, and some of the consulting work I've done has been for PDAC and been for government that relates to some of the policy initiatives of PDAC. Like everything in our industry, it's certainly evolved over 35 years, and I think it's done a very good job of being representative of the industry as it evolves as well. I'm not, like most of us, advocating that PDAC stay as a virtual conference. I hope that I can restart my sequence of physical presence in Toronto for PDAC in 2022.
Great, thank you. We hope so, the same. This is a bit strange for everybody, but we're dealing with the situation as best as we can. So given we got a PDAC, a virtual for the first time, like you said, and we're still dealing with COVID on a global scale, how's the really mining industry dealing with that? What's that other side? What have you seen? What is going on? What are the changes? What are the differences that are influencing us? Are they positive? Are they sort of expected? So what are your thoughts and experience?
Well, I think there's sort of a transition of a really strong negative influence at the beginning of COVID with lots of cases at various mines and difficulties meeting supply. Supply chains generally around the world have been disrupted. But I think like any downturn, there's often a strong bounce when things return to some semblance of normalcy. And I think we're starting to see that in the past few months with metal prices. And talking of CANSEE and Serbia, certainly copper is at the forefront of a lot of the movements in metal prices. Very strong upward tick in copper prices in the past several months. That bodes well. As we come out of the COVID time, I suspect as well that all the discussions around the idea of electric vehicles, for instance, and the demand for metals is going to really take hold, and that will, I believe, have very positive influence on prices, which in turn is the driver of exploration and jurisdictions where there's potential to find new sources of copper and other metals certainly will benefit, I think, from those increased prices.
Thank you, Michael. I really appreciate that expert view, and I'm sure that CANSEE members that are in this group will cherish that and seeing you again and reconnecting. We definitely keep our hopes high that next year we'll meet at the PDAC, and you will see a large Serbian delegation like we've been in the past years. So once again, thank you from the fairly warm Belgrade. And we appreciate for you supporting this virtual CANSEE PDAC reporting. Thank you again.
Okay, my pleasure. Bon PDAC. Ciao.
Bye.